Hey guys, welcome to my 1000 subscriber special. Wait, what's that? Yeah? Oh. It seems that we got to 2000 subscribers as well. Isn't that convenient timing? Well anyways, I've been wanting to make this video for a while now, especially since my subscribers have been growing exponentially. Most of the videos that I've made were made with the intention that the only people who'd be watching them knew who I was already, Steven. But now that my subscriber count is bigger than I can even wrap my head around, it's clear that's not the case anymore. So let's take some time to talk about myself, who I am, and how I got here. Ever since I was a kid, I've always loved YouTube. My parents had a little gateway computer in our living room, and I'd spent most of my time in front of it, downloading viruses from making custom Pokemon cards and printing them out, as well as watching a lot of YouTube. In December of 2010, I finally wanted to try and become a YouTuber myself. It sounds really weird, but as a kid, and I guess a little bit today still, I talked to myself a lot, so I was always naturally comfortable in front of nothing but a computer and a camera. My first video was about my collection of silly bands. At the time, I imagined this video would be the one to propel me into the spotlight. I always wanted to be a legit YouTuber, and that thought would always be in the back of my mind. I thought this video would be the one. I think it got maybe 2 diverse comments, but I was still pumped about those. I remember adding annotations onto my video. Remember those? Which said something along the lines of, "If you get to this part of the video, say Coolio in the chat." Unfortunately, recently YouTube disabled all comments on videos made for children, which I suppose also encompasses videos made by children, so I can't see any of those today. I would upload quite a bit onto this channel. Some of these videos I cannot bear watching today, but I had a good time. I would record it using the camera app on my parents' computer, show it to my mom so she knew it was safe to upload, and then upload it. A simple pattern, really. Fast forward to around 2013, where I would make my own Gmail account for something or other. I don't really remember what it was for, but I remember being in a Skype call with my friend that same day, and he told me that with the Gmail account, I could make my own YouTube channel. Because at the time, that previous account of mine was actually made with my mom's email, not my own, so I finally made my own YouTube channel. And thus, Steven Plays Games Single Player was born. Yes, that was my old name. Shut up. My first video would be absolutely revolutionary in tech skill. It involved, get this, editing, using YouTube Video Editor. I could put text and images in my video at the exact same time. It was also around this time where I would send a fan mail to my favorite YouTuber at the time, Unlisted Leaf. In the letter, I would ask him to shout out my channel, which funny enough was actually called Stephen Clark at the time, and the profile picture was Awesome Face. Anyways, this little shoutout brought me from 0 subscribers all the way to 10 immediately, which is pretty incredible. I vividly remember going to my mom nearly in tears because of how excited I was that I hit 10 subscribers. I was so excited, in fact, that I uploaded my own 10 subscriber special. It was just a list of everyone who had subscribed to me with the Canadian National Anthem in the back. As well as that, I put a goal for myself. Get 100 subscribers. I thought this was so far-fetched. No way I could ever get that many subscribers, right? This trend of me using YouTube Video Editor to edit my videos continued for a while, with a small iMovie break in between, until Q&A video in September of 2014, when I would get my first actual video editing software. I could merge pictures and video footage together at the same time seamlessly. Unfortunately, I didn't know how to cut footage yet, which is pretty much the core of every single video editing software, but it's okay, we'll get there. It was also around this time where I finally got my own computer, a terrible Sony laptop that crashed on me constantly, but at least I can make videos on my own accord now. In addition to that, my interests also shifted from Geometry Dash to FNAF, and FNAF would brew my first ever viral video. It's privated now due to one of the figures in the video not wanting to be seen on the internet, which is totally respectable, but it got 1,000 views. People watched one of my random creations 1,000 times. I mean, hey, some of my videos today don't even have 1,000 views. Everything was going well for me. I was still using Camtasia to edit. I finally got a gaming desktop PC for Christmas in 2015, meaning my videos would be in higher frame rate and quality than ever before, and I still edited with Camtasia. But then, something weird happened. I don't know what quite caused it to happen, but at some point in early 2016, something in my brain just switched. I don't know why, I don't know how, but my content distinctly changed. Before the switch, my videos were very silly. I think that's the best word I can use to describe them. But after this switch, my videos took on a more actually funny approach. I think it might have been because I moved to a new school in September of 2015, and I abandoned most of my childhood friends to make some more mature friends. But why the change in content only happened 5 months later, I'm not sure about. I think it might have been because I wanted to impress people from that school, so I stopped uploading what I found entertaining to start uploading what they might find entertaining. You know, the more I think about it, that's exactly why I switched, but it was entirely subconsciously. It was also around that time where I discovered Sony Vegas, my first actual editing software, and what I still use to this day, unfortunately. I tried my hand at some commentary, some comedy skits, and some gaming videos. This is probably the peak of my enjoyment from making videos. Not like I don't get enjoyment from making videos nowadays, but those were just so much simpler times. Like, right now, I'm writing this script and recording this video when I could be finishing my university applications or working on homework. Editor Steven here, and I can confirm I still have not done that university application. But back in those days, I didn't have those worries. I did what I wanted to do. It was also around this time where I discovered Paint.net plugins and I started making legit thumbnails, which was pretty cool. I also got my first legit mic in August of 2016, my faithful Blue Yeti, and I started really caring about becoming a YouTuber. I kind of glossed over my subscribers at the time, but around this time I was at 200 subscribers, and I would stay there for a while. Most people from my school watch my videos, especially a certain couple from my elementary school, who I won't mention, but I really wanted to try and impress them. Kinda miss those guys. Anyways, it was at this point in my life where I became the YouTube guy in my school. My YouTube name was Steven Gamer YT and everyone knew it. Whenever we had to make a video for a group project for an assignment, I always went above and beyond, creating a masterfully made project every time. Life was good. And then high school happened. I never really realized how much I made videos for other people until high school. I really did not care about the craft for myself. As soon as I lost the one audience I ever had, I couldn't find a reason to continue making videos. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my high school and I've had a great time here. It's just that, in grade 9, I had around 200 or so acquaintances, but 0 friends. It was also around this time where I started really getting into Osu, something that no one at my high school played. I mean, no one plays it at my school to this day. I was good at hiding it from my elementary school friends, but high school just felt so much more professional and daunting. I stopped uploading videos for a while because I just couldn't bring myself to open up Sony Vegas and create something that I knew no one would see. I uploaded 2 videos in the entirety of 2018, one of which is my first real commentary video on my Fortnite re-releasing the Red Knight isn't that big of a deal, and the second is an Osu progress video. It was one of my best accomplishments at the time, getting to level 100, so I wanted to post it on my main channel, but that was it. In March of 2019, after my good friend came over to my house, I realized that I could make a content-aware skill tutorial since I knew how to do that, but not many other people did. So I lazily threw together that tutorial and it got a lot of views, but I still wasn't particularly satisfied. I uploaded an Osu play to my channel, my top play at the time. It was a good play. I still think of it as one of my better no-mod plays, but I still wasn't satisfied. It wasn't until summer of 2019 where I finally found my calling. I started watching Summoning Salt, and I had a newfound passion for making well-structured and researched videos. So I made Why is Minecraft Popular Again? Some real-life people who I specifically hadn't made videos for so they wouldn't make fun of me were talking to me about how well made that video was. People loved it. Considering the fact that I liked playing Osu at the time, and at this point I had actually started talking to my friends about Osu since I was getting really good at it, I started making Osu videos. And since then, things have been fantastic. Everything regarding 2020 for me in terms of content creation, I already talked about in my 2020 video, so watch that if you're missing out on any details. Now I'd like to take some time to shout out a couple people, since there were a couple people who definitely got me to where I am today, and if it wasn't for them, I probably would not be making videos. First of all, Nick, the OG. The person who motivated me to make videos in 2014. The person whose name I copied when I became Steven Plays Games single player. The person who introduced me to Camtasia, my first editing software, who got me into all of those early trends I followed. I mean, realistically, I probably wouldn't even have this channel if I weren't talking to you in the early days. It hasn't always been smooth patches with us, especially in the past, but I'm glad you were there. Secondly, the Voldy, another person who got me into the nitty-gritty of editing, someone who actually watched my videos and for once didn't just tell me about how good they were, but actually gave me criticism, something that unfortunately I didn't realize until much later in life. I've always glossed over your presence, but truth be told, you were always there for me, and I appreciate you for that. My current friend group, in school and online, who not only gave me company during COVID, but were always supportive of my Osu endeavors, especially my real-life friends. You have no excuse to be nice to me about Osu. None of you actually play the game. You guys are the best friends I could ask for, and I'm glad to have you guys in my life. Alright, now on to YouTubers who I've been inspired from. Unlisted Leaf, the guy I watched back in 2014 when he had only 13k subs, now has 2 million. If it wasn't for you, I definitely would not be here right now. Summoning Salt. I mean, Other than the fact that you've provided us with hours upon hours of high quality content, it's pretty clear that I take inspiration from your music choice and video structure. Thanks for doing what you do. Bramaster L. I might not have been the kindest about you in the past. I might have brushed off your videos because I didn't realize the amount of work that actually goes into them. Truth be told, you are absolutely an important figure in the community, and without your videos, so many channels, especially mine, would be irrelevant today. Not a lot of people give you the credit you absolutely deserve, especially myself, and considering your recent videos. I've said some stupid stuff in the past about your channel, but I'm glad you're thriving today. And last but not least, I want to talk about a certain someone. I don't want to bring up their name. I don't know if they're watching this video. I don't even know if they watch my videos, period. But you were a very important part of my life. You were easily one of the main drives behind making my videos in that new age of my channel in early 2016, and the conversations we've had at night about whatever came across our minds I'll probably never forget. It's a shame we never did that collab anymore. We kind of stopped talking in high school, and I'm sorry about that. Thanks for watching, guys.